Game one of the finals, Tim Duncan looking for a fifth NBA championship ring. LeBron James and the Heat going for a three-peat. And the Spurs on their home floor with home court advantage in this series. They had won their last 7 home postseason games by 17 or more. Dwayne Wade with a steal. It's ahead to LeBron James, who will throw it down. He had 13 at the half. Here's Wade into the paint. Beautiful move to get past Tim Duncan. And Manu Ginobili, who had such a tough finals and really tough postseason last year in 2013 when he shot under 40%, came out firing and good. In transition, he'll knock down the three. And then on the rebound, it's a pull-up three. He knocked down his first 3 threes of the game. 9 points after one. How about the defense on LeBron? We saw him sagging off last year. What did you think of their approach this time?
I thought the way they played James this time, they got up, they were aggressive, they made him a driver, and they gave him different looks. Sometimes they dropped off of him. Sometimes they would pressure him. So they had him thinking the whole game.
Thiago Splitter with the block there. Second quarter, Heat in transition. Wade spinning. Looked great early on, C-Web.
Isaiah called it. He says, this is the guy, the shark lurking in the water. And, of course, we saw that LeBron couldn't stay healthy the whole game. But if you're a Heat fan, you have to love the activity of D-Wade, especially attacking the basket.
And that was part of an 8-0 Miami run. Here come the Spurs. Ginobili with the steal ahead to Tony Parker. The floater falls. San Antonio up by 2. And then it's Boris Diaw to Tim Duncan.
And Pop talked about how smart a player Diaw was, and he didn't stuff the stat sheet tonight, but he definitely disrupted the whole game.
And at that point, the Heat becoming a factor here in the building for the guys on the floor, for the fans in the stands as well, with the air conditioning malfunctioning due to a power outage here in the area. Chris Bosh aggressive to the rim.
Chris Bosh played well. He attacked Duncan there, and I like what you said about Diaw here on this play. He's another point guard. Played point guard early in his career in Atlanta. Another playmaker, very unselfish. Did a lot of things tonight that don't show up in the stat sheet, but certainly helped the Spurs win.
Spurs shot 50% in that first half and led it by 4. Third quarter, Wade steps back, drops the three. He's been testing out his three-point range late in the playoffs. It's another 8-0 run for Miami. James gets the rebound. Really felt like he was feeling it right there. That was a quick three.
And at this point in time in the game in the third quarter, I thought Miami had a really nice rhythm. They were playing offensive, good basketball. They were confident. They were moving the basketball around. And defensively, they were getting deflection and steals. I thought this was the point in time where they really were getting ready to take control of the game.
Saw Rashard Lewis, who started this game, score again. That was 10 points for him. You see James and Bosh with the ice bags on.
Watch out.
Tony Parker turns it up. Ray Allen all the way in.
And
a
time
big
machine.
dunk.
The Heat helped out Ray Allen. Real good. With the 90-degree heat here in San Antonio.
He wasn't that hot every game.
It gave him a little extra Ben Gay on the knees.
Exactly.
And turnovers a continual problem for the Spurs. They had 9 in the third quarter. James knocks down the 3. Miami up by 6. Fourth quarter. James with the steal. Heat in transition. Bosh with the 3 and 1 by Tim Duncan. And at that point, you had to feel like this was the Heat's game to lose.
You thought that the game was slipping away for the Spurs, but of course the Spurs are resilient. They had a lot of grit. They continue to fight, and that man started cramping up, LeBron James.
James only played 5 minutes in the fourth quarter as the cramping issues start to take their toll.
And this is where the problem is going to be late in the game, as you see Timmy Duncan. Of course, him getting the layup inside opens it up for Green right there. But late in the game, they're going to have to find a way to stop Tim Duncan because he was getting rebounds late in the game. He was scoring inside late in the game because of the defensive matchups, mismatches inside.
Kawhi Leonard comes alive in the fourth quarter. Parker knocks down the 3 as well. He finished with 19 points and 8 assists, and not a thing LeBron James could do about it. The final 3 minutes, 59 seconds of the game. When he was on the bench dealing with those cramping issues, James finished